Hello lovelies, and welcome to this invigorating ladder flow. So we're going to be moving through a ladder flow, which is basically a flow in which the first position that you will hold for 5 breaths, and otherwise we'll just be moving through one breath, one movement. So it's a wonderful way to create energy in the practice, but also to invite this opportunity to build strength and also patience and moments for stillness by really grounding down into each position. Also allowing us to find the right alignment so that when we do flow in our vinyasa flow, we know innately the body has this muscle memory and knows where to go. It's also great because you kind of know where we're going, so you don't have to worry about following the flow. You can just really dive in there and get into your moving meditation. So we're going to start in our frog position, getting into the hips. So just make your legs as wide as is comfortable. And then you would have the knees and the ankles more or less in line if that is comfortable, but it's not completely necessary. And you're just going to bring your hands in front of you underneath your shoulders. And here we'll also use the opportunity to warm into the wrists. So just moving a little bit forwards and backwards. I'm just going to move back, so I'm actually also on my mat. If you feel any pain in the knees, you could always double up the mat or just put a little cushion underneath the knee as well. So just moving slowly here, forwards and back, feeling into the hips. And let's start engaging into our breath as well. So engaging straight into that Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out of your nose. Slight closure at the back of the throat so you can hear yourself breathing. And really using this breath today to help you to ground down into your practice, to help you to stay in the postures. When the practice becomes a little hard, finding that tapas, that inner yogic fire. Let's just switch the hands so that your fingertips are pointing to the left and the right. And just moving a little bit from left to right here. Feeling into the hips, maybe dipping one shoulder forwards as you do. Creating a little bit of a twist. You can inhale through center. And exhale as you twist. And then point the fingers towards you. And just gently here, shifting forwards and back, opening into your forearms. And then just bring the hands back, fingers pointing forwards. And coming out of there gently, I like to bring my toes in first and then the knees. And then just coming into your tabletop position. Knees can be together. And let's just release through those hips, inviting some circles. And changing direction. And then swapping sides, finding your hip circles on the other side. And then tucking your toes under. And we're going to move through some active cat-cows here. So inhale as you round and come forwards. And exhale as you arch into the back. Inhale, round, come forwards. Exhale, arch into the back. And then next time you come back, And just hovering yourself into this low kind of downward dog, pushing the chest towards the thighs, sucking belly button towards the spine, beginning to engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your navel lock. Maybe shifting towards the left and sinking the hips. And then changing direction, getting a nice stretch into the side body. Do that one more time. To each side. And then come into your downward facing dog. On an inhale, round, come forwards into your plank position. Bend into the knees, exhale to roll back, chest to thighs, and then heels to the mat. Inhale, roll forward into your plank, push through the back of the heart. Exhale, bend into the knees, chest to thighs, and then heels to mat. One more time. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, roll back. Come into your downward dog. Finding your alignment in your downward dog. And curling the biceps forwards, externally rotating your shoulders. Engaging your belly towards the spine. And then on your next inhale, right leg rises. Exhale to open up the right hip, but keep the right leg nice and straight, pointing the toes. Exhale to draw that leg forwards and into your lizard pose. So you're stepping the right leg to the outside of your right hand. You can have your back left knee on the ground, or otherwise you can keep the left knee lifted and just rocking a little bit from forward and back. Hands can be grounded or onto the fingertips if you need a bit more height. You could also always use a block here. Then maybe turning your movements into some circles, circling over the wrists. And then from here, you can start moving between the kind of modified pyramid and a lizard. Exhaling to straight out the front leg. Inhaling to curl forward, sinking the hip and heart forward. Exhale to straighten and fold. Inhale to come forward. And then next time you exhale into your pyramid. Draw the leg out to the side, make a big circle, and back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, right leg down, rock forwards, inhaling. Push up the back of the heart. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, coming up into your cobra. Heart forwards, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, coming into your tabletop position. And then tucking the toes under. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, it's the left leg that rises, pointing the toes. Exhale to open the left hip, keeping the left leg nice and straight. Gazing forward, inhaling to straighten out. And exhale to step that left hand to the outside of your left hand, inviting your free movements, just feeling into the body, what kind of movements it needs to open up on this side. Keep breathing deeply. And then inviting your pyramid to lizard flow, moving with the breath. Exhale, you straighten the front leg. And inhale, sink the hips in your lizard. You could always use a block here. Or come on to the fingertips to bring yourself a bit more height. And then next time you come to your pyramid, circle that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then exhale, left leg meets the right, rock forward, inhaling. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, extend yourself, child's pose. Beginning our ladder flow, connect to your breath. And slowly rise up, tuck the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. And then ground your back left foot so you can rise up into your warrior two. Check that the heels are in line. You could also have heel to arch alignment. Depends on the body. Just play with what helps you to feel like you're opening through your hips here. So warrior two is a great opportunity to open through the hips. That's also why we prepared the body a bit in our frog. And then you want to sink into your front leg, so that the knee is more or less over the ankle, opening up through your hips here, having the sensation of this external rotation here. And then just check that you can see your big toe, because there's often a tendency to have the knee kind of collapsing in towards the center, in towards the left. So keep it drawing out towards the right, extending the arms parallel to the ground. And find your steady gaze, your steady drishti over your middle finger. Each exhale sinking a little bit lower. Steady through your breath. Let your breath ground you, keep you present. And then gaze down, cartwheel the hands. And lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down, rock forwards. You can always bring the knees down for your vinyasa. Otherwise, chaturanga dandasana, strong through the core. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise up, inhaling into your warrior two. And stretching from left to right. Same thing here. Opening up through the hips. Check to see that big toe. And sink a little bit deeper. Knee over ankle. And arms feel like they're reaching from left to right. And draw the scapula down the back. Steady your breath. Then cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down, rock forwards. And move through your vinyasa. Exhale, down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We keep moving. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it forwards. Warrior two to rise. Exhale, left hand down. Right hand up. Easy twist. And just as a transition to move into our Vashisthasana, So here, options are to bring your foot halfway through the mat. Either way, you're rolling onto the side of that back foot, or step your right leg on top of the left and stack your right shoulder on top of the left, and your gaze is either down, or see if you can gaze up to the outstretched hand. Wherever you are, whatever version you've chosen, just keep lifting the hips up towards the sky. And be really active with your left fingers. So you're kind of really gripping them into the mat. And that's going to help you to support your shoulder, pushing the ground away from you and kind of lengthening out of this left shoulder joint. Gaze down and roll over into your plank. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise up, inhaling, and sink into your warrior two. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, stack left shoulder on top of the right. Roll onto the outside of that foot. Choose your variation of your Vashisthasana. Hips up to the sky. Active through your right fingers. Lengthen and strengthening out of that right shoulder. Hips up to the sky. Deep, steady breath. This is the only time we will hold Vashisthasana for 5 breaths. You've got this. Gaze down. And slowly come into your plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We keep moving. Right leg rises. Inhale. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise up, inhaling, warrior two. Exhale, left hand down. And here into Vashisthasana version of your choice. If you want another way to transition, you can bring your peace fingers onto your big toe and come in to your full Vashisthasana, opening up the hip. And wherever you are, step the right leg over and come into your wild thing. Reaching the hips up to the sky, maybe extending your right arm overhead. So it's the left arm supporting me on the mat, left leg is straight, right foot is behind me and the knee is bent. Another option here, more accessible, would be to bring the left leg down onto the mat with the knee down, extend the right behind you, and you still get this lovely opening through the spine. So just choose whatever option feels good to you. Breathing here, sending the hips up to the sky. From here, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. Strong, strong, strong and steady. Stepping it forwards. Bringing the right hand down to the mat and extending the left arm overhead. Another option here could be to bring the right hand onto the right leg, left arm extends overhead. So choose something you can hold and feel grounded and supported in for 5 breaths. Keep rotating the heart to the sky, tucking the tailbone under, and your gaze is towards your outstretched hand. Gaze down. Bring your hands down to the mat. Right leg up, inhaling. Exhale, bring the leg down. Rock forwards, take an inhale here. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We keep moving. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise up, inhaling. Warrior two, sink down. Right arm down, left arm up, easy twist. And then from here, your option of Vashisthasana. Step the left leg behind you. Lift the hips up to the sky. Coming into your option of Wild Thing. Remembering that there is also always this option to bring the right shin down to the mat and extend the left leg behind you. From here, bend everything a little bit and bring the left knee into the chest, ready to step it forwards. Left hand comes down, right foot grounds, as if you're in your warrior two legs again. Extend your right arm up and overhead, gaze towards the palm. Pushing the arm in towards the leg, leg into the arm, tucking the tailbone under, opening up through the right side body. Deep, steady breath, steady gaze to your hand. And bring the hand down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, rock forwards. Take an inhale at the top of your plank. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, let's come into a child's pose. Take rest, take pause. Observe your body, slow down your breath. And then inhale, start to rise up again. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. We keep adding on. Just take a moment to go through the sequence in your head so you know where we're going. And all your attention can just be to the breath, to be completely immersed in the sensations of each asana. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise up, inhaling, warrior two. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm up, coming into your Vashisthasana. Exhale, right leg behind you. Extend the left leg, support yourself with your left arm. Hips up to the sky, Wild Thing. As you exhale, bend everything. Bring the knee into the chest, step right leg forwards, right hand lands, left arm overhead. Maybe extend both of your arms forwards, coming into the strength of your legs. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Staying in this option, you could also find a bind into the inner thigh. And also you could come into your Gomukhasana arms, finding your fingertips behind your back. Keep bending into the front leg. Gaze up, open that right elbow towards the sky. Gently release, straighten the front leg, bring the hands to the heart. Make sure your heels are in line, strengthening through your thighs. Take an inhale here. And then you could take just your supported version with the right hand on the shin, left arm up to the sky. Otherwise, why not try something different? Bring the hands into the heart. Same movement here. We want to shift from the hip over our right shin. And then folding over, keep opening up through the side body, opening this left shoulder on top of the right. Being careful not to collapse in towards the left. We want the torso to keep moving back. And even though there's compression here in the right side, can you still have the sensation of lengthening the whole torso forwards? Steady the breath. Your gaze can be up or down if you have any pain in the neck. And then gaze down, bend into the front knee. Right hand lands, left hand on to your hip, and start to float the left leg up, coming in to your half moon. Maybe extend the left arm up. Really stack left hip on top of right. Active with your left toes, as if you're kicking a wall behind you. If you want a bit more, you could bend into your left leg and grab onto the inside of your left foot, opening up the left knee towards the sky. If you have the back foot, and keeping it and trying to find your transition into your dancer, bending a bit into your knee and extending forwards. Otherwise, just finding your way here, moving through your warrior two. So you could always come from your half moon, ground through the hip, find the hands into the heart, curl your left toe in towards your buttocks, and then find your transition like so. If you have a big and growing plant here, you may want to find some more space. One more breath, and then gently release. Bring the knee into the chest, exhale, and then release it down. Inhale, grow long, arms up, and exhale, let's just fold over. Take another inhale to lift, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to step both of your legs back and move through your vinyasa. Rocking forward, inhaling. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between your hands. Rise up, inhaling, warrior two. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up, easy twist. Moving into your Vashisthasana, inhaling. And exhale, bending everything and coming in to your wild thing. Stepping the left leg behind, opening heart and hips to the sky. Bend everything. Bring the left knee into the chest and step it forwards. Grounding your back foot, extending right arm over your head, maybe the left as well. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale, finding your reverse warrior on this side, maybe taking the fingers behind your back. Keep bending into the front knee, opening that left elbow towards the sky. And then release. Straighten the front leg. Check that the heels are nicely in line, strengthening through your quads. Hands into the heart, or just taking the support of your shin, your choice. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Coming in to fold yourself over the left shin. Keep opening through this right shoulder. Steady the breath. Keep squeezing the toes into the mat. And then gaze down, bending in to your front knee and shifting the left hand down to the mat, right hand onto the hip, and then opening up into the Ardha Chandrandasana, half moon, right hip stacks on top of the left. Maybe you reach the right arm up to the sky. Active through your back foot, flexing or pointing it. Engage your glutes, engage the pelvic floor to find your balance. Option here to bend into the back leg and find the inside of the foot with the right hand, raising the knee up to the sky. Same transition as the other side into our dancer Natarajasana. If you've got the foot, keeping it, leveling out the hips and finding your extension forwards. Finding your steady balance through the steady gaze. One more breath here. And then gently bend into the front knee. Exhale, right knee into the chest. And release the foot down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale to fold. Coming in to your Padahastasana, bringing your hands underneath the feet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold yourself into the thighs. Shift the hips up to the sky. Take a few grounding, releasing exhales. And release. Inhale to lengthen, look forwards. And exhale to move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, let's come into our child's pose. Extend yourself forward. You can keep it active, maybe tucking the toes under or whatever you like. Taking some deep exhales, releasing. Pushing back into your downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. And then bring the right knee forwards. Bring the left knee behind the right. And we're setting up for our Gomukhasana. We already did the arms, so we're going to do the legs now. So right leg over. You can always come a bit forward just to try to stack as much as possible, knees on top of the other. If you're struggling here, you could also always bring a block underneath the sit bones. Even if you're not struggling and you just want that extra support. So grounding down through the hips, opening the feet out until you just feel a nice sensation in the hips. So just be curious as to how those micro movements are going to help you to find release. And then we're going to take a side bend. So bending towards the left, bringing the right arm overhead, left hand out to the side. You can shift that left hand over as much as you like. to intensify your side bend. Keep the weight moving in towards the right. Deepen your breath. And then if you like, looping around and folding over the knees, bringing the chin or the forehead down, observing sensations in your hip, using your exhale to move through any discomfort, to release any tension, and to stay with it. And then rock forwards, step the left leg back, inhale, right leg up, and you can just give a nice little loop there with the right hip. Changing directions. And then inhale, left leg up, and step it forwards for your Gomukhasana on the other side. Right knee behind the left. Again, be curious. Let's find the position where you feel a nice opening. Just playing with the direction of the feet and also flexing into the toes, playing with shifting the weight a bit. And then bring the right hand down. Inhale, left arm up and overhead. And gazing towards your palm. And shifting the weight in towards the left hip. And then folding yourself over the knees and sinking the weight back into the hips. Really using your breath to release. Such a beautiful release in the hips. Also so good if you have a lot of tension in your IT band. Not always the most comfortable, but definitely one of the most beneficial poses. And to come out, shifting forwards, grounding the hands, sending your right leg back, inhaling left leg up. And releasing here through your hip circles. And then coming onto your knees and finding your way slowly, gently, all the way down onto the mat. And coming down slowly, slowly, slowing down in all the parts that you want to speed up. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe coming into a happy baby. Nice last opening into the inner thighs, into your hips. And finishing off with a supine twist in our twisted roots, bringing right leg over the left, maybe hooking the toes behind the left calf, just shifting the hips towards the right and collapsing the knees towards the left, opening up into your cactus arms, gazing towards the right. Softening through the spine. Releasing breath out your mouth. And come back through center. And just swapping sides, bring the left leg over the right. Shifting the hips towards the left, allow the knees to come towards the right, opening up into your cactus arms. And breathing space into the spine, into the left side of your rib cage. Softening through the left shoulder. And gently release that. And feel free to make any last movements. I always like to finish my practice with this wind removing pose. It just feels like such medicine for the back. And when you feel ready, descend into your final Savasana. Extend yourself over the mat. Gently close your eyes. Allow your body to sink into the support of the ground beneath you. And give yourself this time just to go inwards. Just to relax completely, allowing this invigorating ladder flow to just sink into the body. Shifting energy, allowing a little more room, a little more spaciousness for your mind. And feeling free to stay here as long as you like. And this is where I'll leave you. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.